Okay, this is a Yom. These are sayings of the previous Lubavitcher Rebbe Yosef Yitzchak, who was the sixth Rebbe of Chabad, and they were compiled by his son-in-law, who became the seventh Rebbe of Chabad, into a book which is called HaYom. This is the seventh Rebbe of Chabad. This is our Rebbe. With three instruments of service. Okay, three tools. We serve God, loving the Torah, and loving the Jews. These three are essential attitudes that we have to take in order to serve God, being service of God. First of all, we have to love God. You have to see something good in God, be very positive, precious in God. Love of the Torah, we have to see something precious and valuable in the Torah. And love of the Jewish people and loving the Jew. This does not mean loving what you can get from them. I love God because he's going to send me to heaven. I love the Torah because that's the tool that if I learn the Torah, I'm going to be able to do good and turn from bad and go to heaven, what I'm going to get. And love every Jew if he can benefit me. Like you say, love your neighbor as yourself. If he's like me, I'll love him. If not, no. It means you have to see good in God, no matter, just in God himself. Forget about what I receive. Loving the Torah because the Torah is so precious. It's the wisdom and will of God. And forget about what the Torah does for me. And the love of every Jew, even the Jew gets on my nerves, you have to love every Jew. This is, students of the Torah must approach their service of God and what's called the vineyard of the Lord of hosts, in the orchard of Hashem, of God. To bring the hearts, in other words, what does it mean if you love another Jew? Means that you want the best for others, that they should live a true life. You should bring the hearts of your brothers closer to observing practical commandments and designating time for Torah learning. This you have to do without paying any attention to the disease of politics. The absolute truth is that the heart of Israel is a wellspring. Politics is, nowadays politics has taken the connotation of, the government of Israel, the government of this. But here he means factions. There's Chabad, and then there's Gur, and then there's Breslev, and then there's the Lita'im, and then there's the Sfardim, and each one has its own little group. Well, the fact is that it's really a good thing that everybody has their own group, because it shows on diversity. And harmony can only come from diversity. An orchestra, if there's all the orchestra of only, cellos, or only this, it's very boring. It's very boring. After all, only clarinets, it's terrible. You have to have diversity. And through diversity can come e pluribus unum. From diversity can come true harmony and beauty. Therefore, there has to be divisions, but it can't be the disease of these divisions. Everyone has their own nature, but they all have to realize that it's in order that each person can serve the Creator with his unique personality and character, traits and talents. Okay, but in any case, you have to do this without paying any attention to the disease of separations. Separations. The Rebbe once said that they asked the Rebbe why you don't get into politics in Israel politics. Chabad could get a lot done. He says politics, in Hebrew, the word for political party is a miflaga. In English, it's a party, so it doesn't seem to be. In English, it's a miflaga. A miflaga means a separation, a division, peleg. It says Chabad is here not to make any divisions, pilug. It's here to make unity, to show everybody what we have in common. Not what we want and what they wanted. There's something that everybody has in common. That we're all we're all Jews, that every Jew believes deeply in God, or deep inside. And the absolute truth is that the heart of every Jew is a wellspring, a source of living waters. And there was a covenant, God made a lasting covenant. That what's the covenant? That if you, so what's the Rebbe saying? We cannot just sit and learn Torah and love God. You also have to love every Jew. And you have to try to bring all the Jewish people to their Jewish senses. How are you going to do this? Says that God made an agreement how do you say, a law, if you want to call it, like a law of nature, that if you put out effort and if you advertise, then you will always have results. If you make effort and you advertise, there's always going to be results. It'll never be fruitless. Okay, that was utter aleph. Now utter base. Everything that is holy to the nation of the God of Abraham, in other words, the Jewish people, and fundamental to the Jewish people in making a good generation, that the food should be kosher, that Shabbat should be holy, this was given to the women. It's in the hands of the women that they can establish an upright generation. The food should be kosher, the holiness of Shabbat. This was given to Jewish women. A woman who fulfills her obligation and destiny in the life of the family in conducting the home and seeing that the education of the children should be according to the Torah, this woman is the subject of the verse when it says, Chachmas Nashim Banta Baita, the wisdom of women, it's in Proverbs, the wisdom of women build the home. Okay, my friends, have a good day. Can you tell me what happened to all the questions that were here? There were all these questions. What happened? People had comments.
They weren't questions. I was typing some messages to someone, and I deleted them. They weren't questions.
Okay. Thank you very much for your confession. Anyone else like to confess something? Okay, let's go. That's today's class. God willing, see everybody. There will be a class at 3:00. There will be a class today at 3:00. Anyone who wants to come will learn a sikha of the Rebbe. And I'm putting up the Torah portion that we learned last week from Vayikra with the commentary. Last year we learned it. And so I'm putting that up so anyone can see on our website. God bless you all. Have a good day with Mashiach now. Shalom uvracha. Thank you. Thank you all for coming.